Doesn't matter how you put it, the super hit CBS series NCIS has been phenomenal since it was aired back in 2003. Yes, 2003! It's definitely one of the longest running shows on TV, and the network is about to drop another season. You'll be surprised to know it's the 20th season of the show. If you're an NCIS fan, we know what it means to you. Today, we're going to talk about some of the spicy backstage drama that's happened over the years. Recently, new characters have been popping on the screen as the ones acting in the show have either disappeared or left. First, let's talk about this exciting show and what has kept fans hitched in the last 2 decades. The NCIS cast and characters have a big role in why the show has grown to be one of the most popular on television. The 20th season of NCIS is still ranked among the most popular television shows in history. Now, do you know how it all began? Well, it started as a JAG spinoff. NCIS has successfully spawned a number of regional spinoffs, some of which you might have watched if you're an NCIS geek. The other names are NCIS LA, NCIS New Orleans, and NCIS Hawaii. While NCIS's stories and surprises have kept viewers on their toes for over 20 years, the show's real heart lies in its cast of people. NCIS has had a huge staff turnover in recent years. Even if certain NCIS fan favorites occasionally appear on the show, other favorites who left never returned. While the majority of the people who left were positive about quitting, other farewells were not as warm, and we're here to explain why. This might make you wonder why certain celebrities would choose to leave their roles on a popular series, right? Well, don't go anywhere, because we're going to reveal the mystery of why so many of your favorite NCIS actors quit. First up, Polly Perrette, who got caught up in backstage conflicts. The quitting of Polly Perrette and her adored character, Abby Shudo, should rank among the most fortunate things that have happened to the series, even though NCIS had its fair share of cast departures. Despite the JAG 2 partner first episode that began it all, everyone's macabre, farting, hippo-loving, calf-pow-sipping lab tech has been a constant on the show. Unexpectedly, a little gossip about her character started to surface as she was leaving the show. Polly Perrette first told the media that she thought the writing was on the wall and that God had made it obvious to her that it was time to leave NCIS after 15 seasons as the lovable, eccentric Abby. After a while, she posted the news on Twitter herself, saying it wasn't a cheap TV trick. Eventually, it turned out that she had actually left because of several violent attacks. These assaults were allegedly committed by Mark Harmon's dog against an unnamed crew member. Following this, Harmon continued to bring his dog to work, which made Perrette stand up for people who thought the situation to be unfair. Due to the conflict, these characters were given 2 different schedules, but of course, that didn't go for long. And eventually, Polly Perrette's Abby and Dwayne Henry's Clayton Reeves left NCIS at the end of season 15. Next up is Michael Weatherly, who left NCIS to play different roles. Anthony DiNozzo was one of the longest-serving characters on the NCIS cast at the time when he quit the show. He not only created his character at the start of the show, but also appeared in the 2-part backdoor pilot that was a part of season 8 of JAG. The dedication sure does sound insane. Tony was a figure vital to the team's chemistry. He had a smart alecky charm, but could also be deadly serious when the occasion demanded it. If you've seen it, you know it. In his words, Michael Weatherly said that he quit NCIS in order to spend more time with his family and work on other projects as a producer as well as an actor. In addition to these, Tony DiNozzo's stint on NCIS was coming to an end when Ziva David, played by Cody DiPablo, left the show because the two had been so closely associated with each other. Michael Weatherly began a new series on CBS called Bull, which was based on Dr. Phil McGraw's as a jury consultant, after 13 seasons as a cast member of NCIS. In terms of Tony's ultimate happy departure, he's in France raising his daughter from his relationship with Ziva. Up next, the commitment for Sasha Alexander was probably too much. In the early seasons of NCIS, when it was ruling the network television, Sasha Alexander's special agent, Caitlin Todd, played an important role in the cast. Caitlin was there when the show started because the whole pilot episode featured her partnership with Mark Harmon's Leroy Jethro Gibbs and her job in the NCIS squad. Kate was slain in the line of duty by a terrorist who got her after 2 seasons of action and a possible fling with fellow agent Anthony "Tony" DiNozzo. Sasha Alexander and NCIS co-creator Donald Belisario both discussed the real-life events that led to Alexander's quitting quitting the show, and it turns out that the workload played a key role in her decision. She requested to be written off the show and removed from her contract because her workload was too much to handle. Still, Sasha Alexander brought Caitlin Todd back in a number of guest appearances throughout Season 8, 9, and 12 of NCIS, despite the fact that she left off so abruptly. But good for you guys, since nothing's better than getting to see your long-lost character in action once in a while. Stay tuned, because we still got 3 more interesting characters to talk about, and you must hear them. Next up, get ready to hear about how Lauren Hawley got upset that the producer had to leave on force. One of the first cast members to undergo a transition on NCIS was none other than Lauren Hawley, whose director Jenny Shepard was appointed as the show's new leader in Season 3. Hawley joined the NCIS cast for 2 seasons as a full-time cast member, after first joining as a frequent guest, playing Mark Harmon's Special Agent Gibbs's professional rival and ex-girlfriend. Sounds like an exciting rom-com plot, doesn't it? But according to Lauren Hawley, Jenny Shepard, her character, was effectively killed off around the finale of NCIS's 5th season, as she was becoming tired of playing director Shepard, and it was also a decision made by the authorities. In the show, she received a terminal sickness throughout her last season's narrative and ended up being shot and murdered when the failure of another mission came back to haunt her. This was still not it, though. There was another circumstance that wasn't comfortable for her. NCIS actor Mark Harmon and showrunner Don Belisario reportedly had disagreements in 2007, which led to Belisario leaving. Hawley revealed that she missed him a lot and was heartbroken that Don Belisario was let go. However, as any competent TV writer will tell you, a character like director Jenny Shepard can still sometimes make a cameo in a supporting role, which she did in seasons 9 and 12 of NCIS. In addition to all the stars that are left, Cody DePablo revealed that she truly didn't have a choice. It could be seen that the team was operating without a key component after Caitlin Todd's death in the NCIS Season 2 finale. Despite Sasha Alexander's brief appearance on the show, her role was the sauce to the plot, and a replacement was, for sure, required. Enter Ziva David, a popular Mossad agent who finally joined the squad after assisting in the capture of Area Swari, the terrorist who killed Special Agent Todd at the conclusion of Season 2. Cody DePablo left NCIS after 9 seasons because she didn't like the direction the plot of her character, Ziva David, was taking. Ziva was apparently returning to Israel, where she would end up being a sad, terrible lady. Even though Cody DePablo hinted that she would never be open to returning until someone could give Ziva a plot that was worthy of her character, she didn't completely shut the door on returning to the NCIS family. Unexpectedly, as recent seasons have shown, Ziva David is still very much alive in the NCIS universe. There is always a chance that she may return in the flesh, given that the writing crew discovers a compelling cause to bring Ziva back as our enticing, fearless figure. Last but not least, Jennifer Esposito, who wasn't meant to be on the show for long. In 2016, Jennifer Esposito appeared in 24 episodes of NCIS's Season 14 as Alex Quinn. Quinn was written off by the program in the season finale in the spring of 2017. When Esposito collapsed on the set of CBS's Blue Bloods due to celiac disease, people began to bring up her background, and allegations started to circulate that her health was the reason she was fired from NCIS. On Twitter, the Crash actor quickly revealed the truth. She claimed she was not meant to be on the show for very long, but she had loved herself there and made some wonderful new friends. Esposito seemed to have fixed with the network when she returned to NCIS, since they treated her character fairly. But the short-term contract, in turn, only kept the long-running drama interesting, since it was the season after Michael Weatherly's departure. And that's a wrap for the video today. Enough dishing the tea drama for the fans, maybe. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like it and share it with other NCIS geeks. Stay tuned, we'll catch you in another exciting video soon.